Hello, my name is Skip, and this is From the Fourth Row's review of The Avengers. Now, The Avengers is a culmination of a 4-year plan by Paramount Pictures and Marvel Entertainment to release all these Marvel characters into their own movies and then have them all team up for The Avengers. Well, that day has arrived with the release of The Avengers. Now, we start off where Thor left off, where Loki ends up falling through a black hole and ends up somewhere we don't know where, but we know he's not gone because we knew he was going to be the villain in the Avengers. So he ends up in space talking to these people called the Jatari. Now, the Jatari help him get back to Earth. In exchange, he's going to open up a portal so they can come and take over the Earth. Now, when he gets to Earth, he ends up in a S.H.I.E.L.D. stronghold, and he's surrounded by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, including Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, Clint Barton, otherwise known as Hawkeye, played by Jeremy Renner, and Dr. Selvig, which we saw in Thor as well, played by Stellan Skarsgård. Now, when he goes to escape, he takes a couple of them hostage, or puts like a mind control spell on Hawkeye and Dr. Selvig. So this puts into motion Nick Fury's plan of the Avengers initiative, which we heard him talk about in Iron Man, in the credits scene of Iron Man with Tony Stark. And so he has to round up all the Avengers, and those are the Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson, the Hulk, this time around, played by Mark Ruffalo. We know in the Hulk movie, Bruce Banner and the Hulk were played by Edward Norton. Chris Hemsworth, otherwise known as Thor, and once again, Tony Stark / Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr. Now, the whole idea of this movie is to team up all these heroes so they can fight Loki and get the Tesseract back, which in comic book lingo is called the Cosmic Cube. Now, they end up finding Loki, but they don't realize that his whole plan is for S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers to find him, because what he's going to do is what he does best: cause mischief. And so he sets all the Avengers up against each other, and Thor and Iron Man and Captain America are arguing, and the Hulk, ends up getting turned into Bruce Banner gets turned into the Hulk because of something Black Widow says to him, and he tries to set all these guys up against each other so they all go their separate ways so they can't help save the planet. Well, that plan doesn't work so well for Loki, because the Avengers end up getting back together and they end up fighting the Jatari force that is coming through the portal into New York City. And so we have this giant battle in New York with the Avengers and the Jatari and Loki. Now, I'll tell you what, I couldn't have imagined a better Avengers movie if I even tried. I think Joss Whedon did a phenomenal job. It shows how much he cares about these characters. He cares about this world. And I think, once again, we have a Marvel Entertainment movie from Paramount Pictures that they don't leave a stone unturned. They know the characters. They know this world that they're dealing with. And they know what the fans and the people going to see these movies are paying for. And they give us all that in spades. I just think The Avengers is the best movie I've seen all year, and I would say stay through the credits because you'll get a little bit of treat. And I think we're going to be in for a treat as well with Thor 2, Iron Man 3, and Captain America 2. I just can't say enough about this movie. This is an amazing, amazing accomplishment in my opinion. And anybody go out and see. This is a big see it for me for the Avengers. This has been Skip, and this is From the Fourth Row's review of the Avengers.